Hey, Scruffy. You're all the way back there. So I'm about 40 minutes early, so maybe you're not ready for dinner yet? Well, not even a meow. Yeah, I'm having a crummy day. Crummy week. So yeah, this is kind of par with how I feel right now. Staring at the food. I guess I can't see it from there. Okay, well I got your hearty cuts with real chicken and beef, kibble, and chicken bone and skin. So this is the last of it that I didn't freeze. You don't seem terribly excited. Yeah, well, that's what I get for going out of my way to give you a little treat. Okay, well, I'll come out. Whoa, is that a hiss? Okay, so I'm gonna walk past you here. Okay, so let's get your food on the table. Get the glove. Okay. Sit in the chair. Tiny, quiet meow there. His back is arched, so I think he wants pets. He seems to want the top of his head pet. Okay, now he wants the chin. Okay. So the weather still has not heated up. Forecast keeps saying it's going to heat up, and it keeps not heating up. So I finally turned on the furnace in the house. I thought for sure if I did that, then they would heat up, but no. So it was cold all night. Though I had the furnace on, so it wasn't as cold as it could have been. Yeah, that's an aggressive room there. So yeah, keep the thermostat pretty low, trying to save energy. So yeah, I'm having a kind of a rough emotional week. So I'm just kind of really stressed out with everything. So I mentioned, yeah, this is the week of the anniversary of my dad's death. And I guess kind of related, I've been having to do a whole bunch of extra paperwork related to that. Things that I thought that were resolved were not quite resolved, and so I was trying to work on that stuff for the past couple weeks, and I think I finally got most of it done, but it's just, it's been weighing on me. And then, yeah, the overall event is, weighing on me. And yeah, and I don't know if I feel like going into it right now, but I did mention before Yeah, I made a really stupid financial investment trade about 7 months ago, and it's, well, it blew up in my face immediately, and I've been trying to repair it ever since. Because the smart thing would have been to just cut my losses early, but it basically tanked overnight or over a weekend, and so I couldn't do anything. And so much damage was done just in that one day. Didn't seem like it was worth selling at that point. And I was probably right. It was pretty catastrophic. And so most of the downside was already eaten, though there was more downside, but this is a really volatile asset, so it had the chance of bouncing back. Didn't for a very long time. And so for many months, just hovering at my lows. It looked like it was going to get worse, and so I actually bought more protection, and it looked like the protection was going to pay off, and then it turned on me. So, but it didn't turn enough, so I ended up being even bigger in the hole. And so since then, I've been improving my education on how to tactically deal with different situations like this, and I learned something called a repair trade a few months ago, and basically it requires you to continue holding the stock, and then you sell 2 covered calls way out in time and then the strike price to try to recoup your costs. And then using that money you bring in, then you buy a second long call at the money. And so the idea is now you have your stock plus call option working in your favor, which were paid to by selling 2 covered calls. So it doesn't increase your risk any. If the stock goes down, you still continue to lose, like you just owning the stock, but you're no worse off. But if the stock goes up, then you're actually starting to make money faster, and so your break-even point is lower. And so I entered that about 2 months ago, and the other downside though with that is once you hit your break-even point or whatever your designated sell point for your covered calls was, you can't make any more money after that. So even if the stock goes to the moon, you don't get to participate in that. But you're actually still stuck in the stock because you have to wait till the options expire. So it's kind of emotional torture because you're seeing everyone else get rich, but you don't get to participate in any of that. But you're still stuck in the stock market because you can't sell until the option expires. So it still can come crashing down. You can lose everything again. So you have to wait it out, and that sucks. So, of course, that's exactly what happened to me. So, got into the trade, and then immediately start taking off. So, it was going to hit my break-even point very quickly. And then it hit my break-even point very quickly, probably within like 2 weeks or something, 2-3 weeks, and I needed, I think, like a month and a half to 2 months or something to hit that point on the options. And so from there, the stock kept going up, and so it was going to the moon again. But because I'm stuck in this repair trade, basically I can't do anything. I can't benefit from it. So I'm watching everyone else get rich, in theory, and I can't just sell because if I sell too early, I actually don't make that much, and so I'm still underwater. I have to wait for the time to run out. That's how I make the bulk of the money. Anyway, I was at peace with that. So I said, I just want out at this point. It's been 7 months. I'm sick of this. This was something I should have never done. So I consider myself lucky if I can break even. So anyway, I think we're about food time here. Want your food? I think you want your food. Yeah, there's a little chirp there. And he's going to need more time since he has the bone tonight. So I probably should have let him start eating sooner. So I guess I will have to talk a little more about the trade, just to pad out the time, because I don't have much footage of him today. I guess I'll talk about that first. So, yeah, the weather this morning actually did feel a little warmer, but not a lot. But the sun actually did come out a little bit. But then the clouds came in, and then the sun went away. So I don't know what's going on. And the forecast still says it's going to get warmer, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I did keep a lookout for Scruffy. I didn't see him much this morning. I think near lunchtime. Let's see. I think, yeah, near lunchtime. I'm done brushing. So near lunchtime, I saw him sleeping out in the middle of the deck. It was, I think, cloudy, so there wasn't really any sun directly on him. And then when I finally was able to get a moment to bring out his water, he was gone. I don't know where he went. So I called out and looked around. I didn't see him. So he may have actually left the yard. Or he's just, in a place where I didn't see him. And since, he's been ignoring me the past several days, just continuing to sleep when I come out, I guess, he could just have been sleeping and said, it's just him. I'll go back to sleep. So I don't know. And then I think later I saw him back, I think sleeping somewhere, I think in the center of the deck. Out in the open again. No direct sunlight again. I think that was all I saw of him today. So yeah, this afternoon I had to, I've been so stressed. I just felt like I needed to detox, so I went for an extra long walk this afternoon. So my leg hip, I don't think it's really getting much better, but it wasn't bothering me today, so I thought I could handle a longer walk since it wasn't really doing anything to me. So I'm on 3 laps instead of the 2 I've been doing. Though, of course, they're still both short of my normal 5-lap run, which I miss. I would like to get back to that soon. I need my leg to heal. Get back to bike riding too. So yeah, the clouds were coming in the afternoon, so I think I actually felt like a drizzle every now and then. It wasn't supposed to rain. see, I saw. Oh, actually, this was yesterday. Yeah. So yesterday I saw the calico cat, Caramel. I think that's the cat's name. I remember from the sign. So I mentioned a couple weeks ago. There was a sign posted on a tree near the entrance of the park that I enter from, and Caramel, the stray or feral cat. It's a very pretty calico cat. He's chewing that bone. Yeah, went missing. So the sign was asking people to check the garage. They think Caramel may have run into somebody's garage and got stuck there. So the story was, it sounds like it's a stray or feral cat, but it's pretty friendly. And it, I guess, yeah, the family or person kind of takes care of it, I guess, on a regular basis. So the picture of it was Caramel. It looked like it was inside a house on some carpet, and it was rolled over on its back, and looked very comfortable. Nothing like Scruffy. Scruffy looks, always nervous, and I don't think I've ever really. He won't show me his belly. He's not. Only from a distance can I see his belly exposed. I'm just sleeping on the deck. But so anyway, the sign was taken down, or it fell off or something. But then a few days later, I think I saw Caramel. I think I mentioned, it was on the way to the park. I saw Caramel first sleeping on somebody's driveway, and then there was a car. I think it looked like it just pulled up into the driveway, and there was also another parked car next to it on the driveway. And Caramel jumped up on the parked car without the driver, walked on the hood, and then was greeting the newly arrived car from the other car. And so I'm assuming that was the family that kind of takes care of Caramel. And then as the driver, let's say the driver eventually got out of the car and started petting Caramel. And then the family started coming out of the house. It looked like they were all packing up to leave. So anyway, I saw Caramel at the park. At the edge of it, there was a little fence near the corner of the park. And I saw Caramel sitting kind of at the edge of the park next to the fence in kind of heavy brush. It's hard to see, but I noticed the cat. And so I started just kind of walking, and then I think she saw I was looking at her, and she was curious at me, and then I kept walking, and then because of the way the fence is, there's like a corner she has to turn to keep line of sight. And so I stopped, and then because I saw she was starting to move towards the corner, and then after I lost sight of her, I stopped, kind of walked back a little bit, but still out of sight, and I kind of waited to see if she'd pop her head around the corner, and sure enough, she did. So she's peeking her head around the corner watching me. So kind of a curious cat. She wasn't actually coming towards me or in my direction. I think she was just peeking just to see. And then, let's see, I haven't seen the gray cat with the black stripes that sits in front of the house that feeds it. So, I've been walking past them, and I haven't seen. Usually the cat's hanging out in the step, sleeping, but I guess maybe it's cold enough that the cat doesn't want to hang out there anymore. But I also noticed sometimes there's a food bowl there, and I haven't noticed the food bowl anymore. So I'm not sure if they changed the routine or something. or I just caught it, just kind of randomly at a time when the bull isn't there. So I don't know. I think the whole daylight savings time probably shifted everyone's schedule. So the time I go to the park now is probably not the same time that they do feeding anymore. Seems like it's dark so early now. But let's see. I think it's either yesterday or the day before. I did see another gray cat with black markings, but I don't think it was the same cat. No, I have a hard time. They look very similar, so I have a hard time knowing for sure. But this one actually had a collar, and I could see the white underbelly. So I had like a white chest, and usually I can't see the cat's chest, the one that hangs out in front of the house. This was a couple doors next door. So I think it was a different cat, but it could have possibly been the same one. But another clue, I think it was probably a different cat, was I was hanging out on somebody's lawn, and there was somebody working on the driveway with a power saw, and they were cutting a whole bunch of wood. And the cat was just sitting there, and just sitting and watching. So I think Scruffy would be terrified by the power saw. I wouldn't blame him for that. So yeah, that cat was just sitting right there chilling. It's pretty amazing. So Scruffy finished that chicken skin and bone a lot faster than expected. So I guess maybe I'll finish my stock story another day. Seems like he wants to go, but he needs the groom because he's not sitting right now. He's standing. And now he's decided to sit. So today, though, I did see one of the twin black cats. So it's the black cat with white feet and kind of a white nose, and I think they both have a little bit of a white. It's not really a chest tuxedo. It's like only a part of it. It's like just like on the very upper part of the chest, or in the very on the neck or something like that. I need to get a better look, and I think one of the twins may have a fuller white chest, and the other one might be a much smaller region. But I need to get a better look at both of them. But anyway, I saw one of them today, and it's hanging out in the middle of the field. Yeah, it was deep in the center of a very large field, so he looked like he didn't want to be disturbed. Not a lot of people were out today. It's probably getting too chilly and overcast. And I didn't see anyone flying any drones today. It's kind of unusual. 2 drones on the same day at the same time. Well, I think I want to go in. So, I think I'll eat my dinner, and I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I think I still need to de-stress. It's probably better I don't do anything tonight. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call it here. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.